be even better than the first one we had.
I do have to disagree with you saying that Maru and INnoVation are two best Terrans right now. I do feel
no,
that...
I didn't say they were the two best Terrans.
Oh,
I said two of the best Terrans.
Okay,
yep.
sure. But in my opinion...
I don't think they're the two best.
No, TY, Alive, and Beyond, in my opinion, are the best Terrans right now. But no doubt about it, though, Maru and INnoVation, they were pretty much the best Terrans in Heart of the Swarm.
Yep.
And coming to Legacy of the Void, they haven't really found their stride so far. They're not really doing that well in individual leagues, especially in the SSL. GSL, not too good as well. I mean, INnoVation did lose to Stork, and Maru did lose to Zest. So we can't see... This is the best place that we can see him here, is at the Pro League. And when you have two great players like Maru and INnoVation play against each other, we're bound to see an awesome game.
Yep, that's exactly what I was trying to say, DTR. It's going to be on Runes of Seras, two of the best Terrans. Tell your friends. I know DeMuslim's out there watching. Shout out to DeMuslim. Great
Hi,
guy.
Ben.
He made a post about it. And for a reason, because this is going to be one of the most exciting games, probably the marquee matchup for the entire night tonight. Maru versus INnoVation. I mean,
Actually,
come on.
to be honest, I can't think of a better match that's been played so far this round. So this might be the marquee game of this year so far.
Could be.
But we'll just have to wait and see once we get into the game as once again Maru's arm protruding his name.
He slices through the Green Wings.
Yep.
You can see they both got some really huge pentagons.
No surprises there. They are pretty pentagon worthy.
Maru is 7-4 over INnoVation so far. These guys have a lot of experience playing against each other already. 11 games so far.
And I'm really curious to see the caster distribution for this match because it's very close. And
but look at this. I mean, it's about as close as it gets. 4-3. Me, you, Wolf, and Daehyun are all going for INnoVation. The other three are going for Maru, but it is starting right now, guys. Game number 2 between Maru and INnoVation. Up at the top left, in the red from the Jin Air Green Wings, it is Maru. And down in the bottom right, cross spawns, it is INnoVation.
Cross spawns, I'm feeling wiggly and jiggly about this game.
Here we go.
I mean, cross spawns is probably the best spawns we could have gone for. These two titans of Starcraft 2, I mean, we're going to see something, unless we see some sort of cheese or timing attack, I think we're going to see a very nice drawn-out game, and we can see this, with these drawn-out games, we can see the strengths of both players in these situations where a lot of multitasking is required, a lot of thinking is required, a lot of army placement is required as well.
Yeah. TVT right now, I think, is my...
They're definitely getting movie tickets.
Give them some movie tickets right now.
Oh, where's the production person? Yep, they're running up.
They're like, okay, where are they? We got to give them some tickets. That was really good.
Yep, the golf claps are all around the studio. Yep.
On this map, TY versus Alive, we did have them at vertical spawns. It made it very entertaining as well, just because the positioning, the very close flight path for your Madanks to go straight from your main or your natural straight to the main of your opponent. And TY used that to his advantage in that game, and Alive tried to do the same on his aggression.
Oh, here comes the movie tickets. Congratulations. Enjoy your movie, whatever the movie will be.
You can choose whatever you want.
As we see here, INnoVation opting to go for an expansion. Looks like Maru here is going for the tech path, going for that early factory. And notice the supply depot placement there from Maru. It looks like he doesn't want to really build a add-on over there at the wall, just using that factory as a wall.
Yeah, going to delay that expansion for now. At least the Reaper is going to come out now for INnoVation. Maru himself going for an SCV scout. I believe INnoVation did the same up to the top right. Just going to use this Reaper to deny the scout.
Yep, so it looks like once this SV reaches the peak of that ramp, that Reaper will be dying now. what a prediction that was.
Yep.
As we see here, INnoVation's own SUV is not actually going for the... Okay, now it goes to the base of Maru, so see what he does when he approaches this wall.
Maru is going to go for Banshees, I believe. He's got that tech lab already done next to that building starport. This is what Maru always used to do in TVT. He was the Banshee king in TVT out here in Korea. Bringing it over to Legacy of the Void. There it is, the cloak coming down here with the first Banshee on the way. But no expand for a very long time on a map this big. INnoVation's going to have a lot of time to prepare all of his defenses. The question is he going to know that it's cloaked Banshees coming his way?
As we see here, Maru's actually posturing to take his expansion behind this, so looks like only using that Banshee with that cloak just to peep around the base of INnoVation, try and get some SUV kills, maybe some cheeky Marine kills as well, as he's also getting that Widow Mine as well, so that Widow Mine's going to be a big help in defending from any attacks that INnoVation decides to do, as we see here Viking coming out from INnoVation as well. Looks like he just wants to control the skies.
Yeah, it's going to be very nice in the defense of the Banshee. We do have one Hellion coming over here. INnoVation preparing for the Banshees or any kind of drop with the rest of his units, but...
Oh, nice micro here with this...
gets two
Hellion.
SCVs.
Yeah, nice trade there, in my opinion, from Maru there, because not only did he... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa!
There you go.
Okay.
Nice Hellion kill there.
Nice Widow Mine placed there. I thought he'd be using that defensively, but it looks like he actually snuck that in during that Hellion harassment, so this Banshee's going to do some damage as well.
He's going straight for the units. He's not even going for the back door. We do have two missile turrets coming out right now. Here's the cloak. But is there going to be a scan? He does have the scan. He needs to get in position here. Maru just going for the SCVs for now, but now he's focusing down the Marines. INnoVation trying to get this Viking in position now, and with the missile turret out, he can push this Banshee away.
Oh, if he managed to... Oh, I thought he was going to surround that Viking, so he would have scanned and try and force it from dying, basically. I don't know how else to put it, but another Banshee out here for Maru, so you might see some dual-pronged harassment here.
And a Raven. Getting that out very early. For a second, I thought it was INnoVation getting the Raven for ultimate safety, but he is going to skip that.
As we see here, the Banshee trying to harass, but looks like the energy on that Banshee will fade away, so it has to run away. And another Banshee here from Maru, as I mentioned before, trying to pick off at some of these units.
Yeah, I think it's got to go for units at this point. There is a third missile turret in the production now, but the Marines are kind of out of position. He could try to poke at those. But now with a couple more Vikings coming over here, I suppose not. And so far, the Banshees haven't gotten all too much damage, but this used to happen in Heart of the Swarm for Maru as well, where he would just have the Banshees and keep them alive. He wouldn't overcommit. And then whenever the other Terran moves out, he swoops back in, kills your gas SCVs, and he finds like the perfect position to just be super annoying with the Banshees. Here he gets another, looks like SCV kill on the gas, and just backs away.
Even if these Banshees don't do that much damage at the moment, it at least keeps INnoVation honest. It keeps him in his base knowing that he can't really move out to do a counterattack because these Banshees are still a threat to him. But we do see here INnoVation's response to these Banshees are these Medanks. And we just got to see how much damage these Medanks do.
Every time you say it, GTR. I love it. We do have them flying across here, but Maru is getting some reactored Vikings out. He's going to scout them now.
Yeah, Banshee scouts those Medanks.
Yeah.
And
but the Medanks scout the Banshee as well.
Yes. So it's a double-edged sword there from both players. But it scans his Banshee.
Oh, it gets the Widow Mine too with that scan. But the Banshee survives.
Is that turret might be in range though of that Banshee, so he might be able. No, okay, it runs away. So that Banshee lives to fight another day.
He's trying to micro out here, and he actually does. Ooh. Runs out of energy. The Vikings not in position, gonna get another couple kills here. This is what we're talking about with Maru. He just finds damage with the Banshees.
Yeah, there's always these windows of timing or windows of opportunity where Maru, even though the Banshee you think has lost its effectiveness, he always gets something out of him, which is really why Maru is one of the best Terran players to ever play this game. As we see here, the Medivacs with those tanks flying back to the base of INnoVation. It looks like Maru here might be trying to do pressure of his own.
Yeah, moving out now. Does have a lot of upgrades on the way. He's getting 1-1. The stim is about to finish up here. Should start those combat shields. I don't believe he has gotten those yet.
I think the intention of this Raven is if he can manage to catch INnoVation's army off guard, he can add a PDD down and just try and snipe as many air units as possible with those Vikings. I think that's the main intention with that Raven there. Yeah,
definitely. Just going to win the air trade. Looks a lot like a Heart of the Swarm, actually, TVT. So far, very slow. Getting, you know, just the air control, lots of Vikings, a Raven out, stuff like that. But, of course, now we do have Madanks, flying tanks here.
Yeah, very slow, very methodical. That being said, it's very dank with these Madanks out there.
I love the sensor tower by Maru, too. He knows the danger of Madanks flying in your back door, you know? Getting in position, getting on top of that production.
And he knows that INnoVation is thinking of doing an attack right now, so he's not going to land his command center at that third base at the moment. He's just happy to work off these two bases. And
oh, look at this. He scans and he doesn't see the army. And these Vikings are not in position, and INnoVation is moving in right now. He's going to be able to get a position in the main. Here comes the drop.
Siege tanks planted down there from the Medivacs, and these are Vikings just doing damage to the other Vikings of INnoVation. That's not really wants right now, but
Maru wins the air trade, and this drop goes terribly wrong. Everything gets cleaned up.
And we're probably going to see a counter drop here from Maru, but there's still a few sizable amount of units here from INnoVation. Oh, if he gets his tank, he gets his tank.
Oh, and the Vikings too, everything goes down. And now the tank's back here. He's forced to use his SCVs to fight. Looks like Maru should be able to clean this up, but that is a huge loss that gets INnoVation right back in this.
Yeah, I thought that Maru could just push out there, but it looks like Maru might be going for his own drop and try. He's going to get these Medivacs.
Oh, that tank wasn't even sieged, but looks like a nice little concave here for INnoVation, but is it going to be enough units? It doesn't look like it, especially with the extra tank for Maru. And at the same time, INnoVation doesn't have a third base. Maru does. He's got the 1-1, and it looks like Maru now is in a fantastic position.
Yeah, Maru's got that third base nicely secured, and I haven't seen a third command center here from INnoVation yet, and if INnoVation is to win this, he needs to win now with the units he has. But you see the supply count, he is ahead on army supply, but just barely.
Yeah, that was the moment for INnoVation to try to get that position in the main. He watched that game of TY versus Alive just as we did. He knows how strong that position is, but Maru just had the necessary, he wasn't in the perfect position, but he got in position fast and he responded very well. So
you also have to remember there was that game between INnoVation and Bunny, where Bunny took that quick third, but the thing is Bunny wasn't able to defend from that drop that INnoVation just did just then. Maru in this case though, he managed to defend from the drop, and now he's in a commandable lead right now, and it's really hard for INnoVation to try and do another drop here. We see a ring of turrets there at the edge of the main.
He's making another sensor tower now. He is not messing around. I'm not sure if he knows that there is no third base. INnoVation now just going to float his main command center, his main orbital down to the third base, so he will be able to mine from there now. But he definitely wants to continue this pressure. He has more Marines out here, I think an even number of tanks. But Maru's got the position in the main, and he has these towers as well for vision. Here we go again, flying in. A scan's going to come down. There are 3 turrets, but Maru immediately gets in position with his tanks once again.
That turret there from Maru doing a bit of damage to these Medivacs, but looks like gets some tanks, and it looks like the split here from Maru. This siege tanks have to do a lot of damage.
The spread and dropping the tanks in the back, it gets shut down again. Another Medivac goes down with a tank inside of it, and the drop is thwarted once more.
And you have to see here that Maru is getting those upgrades on those ground units, and the more time that INnoVation gives Maru here to get those upgrades on the Marines, the less of a chance that INnoVation does of staying in this game. And
he's going to go for it once again. This is his only hope. The turrets are not ready yet. He could get on top of these tanks, and he will do so, but is it enough units? And he's down in the upgrades, so he's going to try to snipe these Medivacs. Not going to work out here. Does have those tanks in position, but Maru has a lot of units as well.
These Marines though not in range of the siege tanks on Maru, and Maru might be in a lot of trouble here. He doesn't really have many Marines. And has INnoVation done it?
Well, he's dropped in here now, and there's only tanks left over. And finally, the production of Maru and the upgrades helping him out here with that third base.
SPs are being pulled though from Maru. He knows the situation is quite peculiar for him.
Oh, he's going to try to just drop in here. He's coming from all sides, and he's finally going to be able to push INnoVation back. Another tank goes down in the medevac, and INnoVation down 30 supply. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to kill Maru.
Well, we see here the unit count here for both players. Maru has quite a sizable Marine count advantage.
There it is. GG. Maru able to take the game. Very, very nicely done. That puts Jinair up at 2-0 now.
And Jinair, they're 2-0 ahead, and the next two players for SK Telecom are Impact and Myungshik. And if Rogue versus Impact is quite a toss-up, but you wouldn't really want to, you don't expect Impact to take that game, right? So Jinair are feeling quite comfortable now because even if they lose the next two games, they have the ace match, and SOS has been pretty hot lately.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Rogue as well hasn't been, he's kind of been on the opposite side of things in a pretty big slump right now, but he plays better when he's comfortable, you know, and now up 2-0, there's not that much pressure. Even if he does go down, he's on Prion Terraces, a good Zerg map. He could definitely make this work here.
Yeah, we could see some sort of I think we're going to see some sort of cheesy build from Impact because he is the underdog in this situation, but we'll just have to wait and see how both players approach this next match. It's so important for Jinair.
Yeah, I love Maru's defense of all those drops. He read INnoVation from the beginning to the end. He used those Cloak Banshees. Again, not a lot of Terrans are doing that, but it is Maru. And he used that
the
to...
Widow Mine as well. That one Widow Mine doing a lot of work for Maru as well in that game.
Yeah, just getting a bit of scouting done, you know, catching a couple of units here and there, trying to zone out the air units as well. Trying to bait them in with the Banshee. It's a nice little pressure tactic. I was surprised he used it on that map with how big it was, especially across spawns, but he was already down that path when he did find out that it was cross map. But guys, we are going to go into Rogue versus Impact after a